The courtroom went silent. For the first time in American legal history, a lawyer had just testified against his own client. What he revealed would destroy both of their lives and shake the foundation of the most sacred rule in law. Attorney-client privilege is not just some legal technicality. It is the cornerstone of the American justice system. For over 250 years, this sacred bond has meant one thing. Whatever you tell your lawyer stays with your lawyer. Period. Criminals have confessed to murder. Corporate executives have admitted to fraud. Politicians have revealed their darkest secrets. And their attorneys took every word to the grave. But what happens when that trust is shattered? When the very person sworn to protect you becomes the instrument of your destruction? In 1996, a case emerged that would test the absolute limits of this protection. And the answer would change American law forever. But first, you need to understand exactly what was at stake. The man at the center of this scandal was James Mitchell. A successful defense attorney with a pristine 22-year career. His client was Robert Daniels, a businessman accused of running a massive investment fraud scheme. Daniels had stolen an estimated $47 million from elderly investors. Their retirement savings. Their life's work. Gone. When Daniels hired Mitchell, he did what every defendant does. He told his lawyer everything. Every wire transfer. Every falsified document. Every victim he knowingly deceived. This is how the system works. Defendants must be completely honest with their attorneys so they can mount the best possible defense. Mitchell listened to every confession. And then something happened that no one expected. If this is already making you uncomfortable, hit that like button because it gets so much worse. Now here is where you need to pay attention. Mitchell had spent 2 decades defending people accused of terrible things. He had represented drug dealers, embezzlers, even a man accused of manslaughter. He never once violated privilege. But this case was different. As Mitchell reviewed the evidence against Daniels, he discovered something that changed everything. Among the victims were 3 elderly couples who had lost absolutely everything. One couple had been forced to sell their home. Another was now dependent on their children for basic necessities. The third couple. The husband died of a heart attack 2 months after discovering his life savings were gone. His widow believed the stress killed him. Mitchell saw their faces in the depositions. He read their testimony. And something inside him broke. But here is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Mitchell was faced with an impossible choice. On one side was his sacred duty to his client. The privilege that every defense attorney swears to uphold. On the other side were the victims. Real people whose lives had been destroyed by the man he was sworn to protect. For 3 months, Mitchell wrestled with this decision. He consulted ethics boards. He spoke with trusted colleagues. He even visited a priest. Everyone told him the same thing. The privilege is absolute. There are no exceptions. If he revealed what Daniels had told him, he would be disbarred. His career would be over. He could even face criminal charges himself. But Mitchell could not get those victims out of his head. That widow's face. Those couples losing their homes. And so in January of 1997, James Mitchell made a decision that would end his career and send shockwaves through the legal profession. But that is not even the worst part. What Mitchell did next shocked every attorney in America. He contacted the prosecution directly. He told them exactly where to find the hidden accounts. He revealed the names of offshore banks Daniels had never disclosed. He provided detailed records of how the money was moved. Everything his client had told him in confidence. Every single protected communication. Gone. In one phone call, Mitchell destroyed 250 years of legal precedent. The prosecution could not believe what they were hearing. They actually asked Mitchell if he understood what he was doing. He said yes. When this news broke, defense attorneys across the country were outraged. If one lawyer could do this, how could any client ever trust their attorney again? If you are following along, subscribe now because what happens next will change how you see the entire legal system. The fallout was immediate and devastating. Within 48 hours, the State Bar Association had opened an investigation. Mitchell's law firm terminated him that same day. His partners would not even let him clean out his own office. They had security escort him from the building. Meanwhile, Robert Daniels was arrested again. This time with overwhelming evidence. Evidence his own lawyer had provided. Daniels' new attorneys immediately filed motions to suppress everything Mitchell had revealed. They argued it was all fruit of the poisonous tree, illegally obtained through a violation of sacred privilege. The motion went all the way to the appellate court. And this is where the case became truly historic. The judges faced a question that had never been answered. What happens when a lawyer violates privilege? Can that evidence still be used? Drop your prediction in the comments. Did you see what was coming? The appellate court's decision stunned the legal community. They ruled that the evidence could be used against Daniels. Not because Mitchell was right to violate privilege, but because the privilege belongs to the client. And when an attorney violates it, the remedy is punishment of the attorney, not suppression of the truth. Robert Daniels was convicted on all 43 counts of fraud. He received a sentence of 22 years in federal prison. He would die there in 2014, still claiming his lawyer betrayed him. Which, of course, his lawyer absolutely did. James Mitchell was permanently disbarred. He never practiced law again. In his final statement to the Bar Association, Mitchell said something that legal scholars still debate today. He said, quote, "I broke my oath to my client. But some oaths are not worth keeping when keeping them means protecting evil," end quote. The victims recovered $11 million. It was not everything, but it was something. This case fundamentally changed how American lawyers think about privilege. It established that while attorneys can be destroyed for breaking confidentiality, the truth once revealed cannot be unspoken. Some lawyers view Mitchell as a traitor to his profession. Others see him as a man who chose justice over rules. The American Bar Association used this case to strengthen ethics training nationwide. Every law student now studies what happened when one attorney decided that some secrets should not be kept. Was Mitchell right? That depends on what you believe the law is for. Is it a system of absolute rules that must never be broken? Or is it a tool for achieving justice, even when the rules get in the way? The privilege still stands today.